Hey, it's Bronze Age Nerd, and let's do another CGC unboxing. Alright guys, so this unboxing is going to be for the Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman in-house signing event that CGC did. So excited to see what's in here. Everything that's in here is a Signature Series comic. And as you know, I do grade predictions for all my CGC submissions. This one, everything in here should be 9.4 or better in my opinion. Hopefully I didn't make any major mistakes, but we're hoping for 9.4 or better on everything. And like usual with my CGC unboxings, I don't know the grades on here, so this is all my actual reaction to the grades. Alright, so first up we got Venom 9. Ooh, that's awesome. The gold signature there. And let's see what I got. 9.8. That is fantastic. That Venomized label. Very cool. So guys, that's the first full appearance of Dylan Brock, Eddie Brock's son. So nice to have that in 9.8. Dual signed by two of the coolest guys in the comic industry right now. Ooh, yeah. Okay, Thor 5. So this is the first appearance of the Black Winter. This is the third printing. Went with that one because I think Black Winter is going to come back. I think he has some extra potential. So 9.8. Oh, thank gosh. And I went with the custom label on that one as well. So that's real cool. Yeah, that one just signed by Donny Cates. And he did silver on that one. That's really awesome. So far, it's so good, right? Okay. So this is Thor 6. The later printing that has that awesome Thanos black gauntlet. Or Thane, whoever people think he is. I think he's probably Thanos. Really, you know, banking on that becoming a big deal later on. So this one's just signed by Donny Cates, and we got a 9.8. Awesome. And another Thor label on that one. And we got one more book. So this one is crossover, and I went with the secret variant. So yeah, reading the cover A there in the smaller comic. So pretty neat. And we got a 9.6. Ouch. Kind of end on a bit of a disappointing one there. That's really surprising to me, actually. I thought this one was good to go. So, but if crossover ever does heat up or becomes a thing, I'm sure that'll still be a nice one to have. So overall, I'm pretty happy with most of these grades. I mean, I can't complain about 9.8s. You know, that's for whatever reason, sort of the high end of the spectrum for CGC. There's some speculation there that's a little strange. Like, why aren't there more 9.9s or more 10s? There's a ton of 9.8s. Where do they make the cutoff? There's a lot of that kind of stuff going on, right? But in general, a 9.8 is going to be your tip of the iceberg there, the tip of the pyramid, whatever you want to call it. So 9.6, you know, one grade below that, still near mint plus. So that's cool. And looks like Mr. Cates did mostly silver for all his signatures. So once again, we'll just show off signature there and try to hide the studio light as best I can. So that Venom, there's probably my favorite of the bunch. That's just so cool. So if you watched my last CGC unboxing, there's some comics there that I would have preferred to go in this submission. My Venom 3 San Diego Comic-Con edition would have been much cooler to have signed, especially with that white cover. And that version is black and white except for the red Venom logo. So that would have been a lot cooler to have signed. I still got a 9.8 on it though, so if they do a future signing, I could send it in and be pretty confident it'll still keep that 9.8 and get signed. I did a Venom 7. That would have been a cool one. I have a few other comics that I was on the fence about sending in, but you know, it's not cheap to do the signature series ones for these in-house signing events. It certainly beats going to a con, not that there are any cons right now, waiting in line and having to do all that. Like, I'd way rather do this. I mean, that gets pricey too, plus time is money. If I want to spend 5 hours standing in line and only meet one person and have them sign something and have to worry about what grade it's getting and all that kind of stuff, way easier just to ship it off to CGC and do that. So I don't mind that part of it, but I mean, there's a limit. Like, I've got some cool of the 25 through 30 Venom books, but I think the market's kind of oversaturated on those. I didn't send those in. The Thor stuff, I mean, I'm specking pretty big on Black Winter and that Thor, or that Thanos moment with the Army of the Dead and the Black Gauntlet, and the Infinity Hammer too, the Infinity Mjolnir. So definitely some stuff I'm kind of specking on there. Crossover, you know, a little disappointing. Of course, I would have preferred a 9.8. I am pretty surprised about that one not getting a 9.8 just because it seemed pretty good to me. The Venom 9 and the crossover I was actually the most confident about. I was a little more unsure about the Thor books, and I actually thought they could get a 9.6. So all in all, I'd rather get the crossover with a 9.6 than the Thor books with a 9.6. So that sort of works out, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. I probably won't do a standard price analysis on these. For one thing, a couple of those books have really dipped in value. The Thor books have dipped in value. I have pretty good confidence those books are going to come up, so I'm not really too worried about it, but right now they're just not worth that much. Venom 9's doing pretty well because there's a lot of stuff around Dylan Brock becoming a big character later on, so there's a lot of confidence in that character. Crossover's kind of too new to really gauge. I mean, it's hot, but it's not necessarily taking the world by storm as far as prices go on the secondary market. And then signed books are always weird, right? Like, the signature adds some value to most collectors. Some collectors don't value it or prefer their books not to be signed. So it's a little tough. Plus, I'm sure the market's gonna be a little saturated after this event. Of course, they signed a lot of books. But yeah, I think that most of these are longer term specs, and potentially even personal collection. You know, I'd like to keep one book from this batch just to have the Kate signature. The Kate Stegman combo signature is pretty cool. Like, Stegman has a pretty neat signature. They signed in gold. I like that. And I did custom labels on all of them too, just because there is a good chance that I'd want to keep one of those. Although there's no custom label option for a crossover, of course. They only do it for the Marvel books right now. So, but yeah, I won't do a price analysis. Suffice it to say, you know, I mean, I think I would do okay if I went to sell any of these books compared to what I paid to get them graded and the price of these books raw. I didn't pay much for any of these books raw. They're all, two of them were absolutely cover price, actually less than cover price, like 30% off cover price. The crossover secret variant, I probably paid like $10 or $15 for it. And the Venom 9, I think I paid like $8 or $9 for that, like on a sale. Either that or I got it in a mystery box. I actually can't remember off the top of my head, but none of these books cost a lot up front, so it was mostly just the grading fee and the signature fee that I had to pay. So I think I'd do pretty well if I went to sell these, and I'm not too worried about that. So I definitely don't mind watching them appreciate and see if I can sell them later on, or you know, who knows? I mean, if Dylan becomes a really cool character later on, that's another reason why I might want to keep it. So we'll see, but very cool. First signature series books I've gotten back that I haven't bought already signed. So kind of neat. I wish I could have been there to see it, of course, but that's just not going to happen. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. If you have any comments or questions, anything you'd like to point out or ask me down below in the comments, I definitely would appreciate that. I love interacting with people that watch the channel. I appreciate you watching the channel. And I just want to remind you, as always, hey, 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 read comics every day.